This bulletin with the Amarnath CloudBurst tragedy. At least 13 people are dead and 48 injured after a cloudburst hit near the base camp of the holy cave shrine of Amarnath. Massive rescue operations are being conducted by the ITBP, the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Indian Army, the NDRF as well as the SDRF. 10 teams of the Indian Army are engaged in the search and rescue operation. Meanwhile, Air Force assets including helicopters and personnel are also on standby to launch the rescue and relief operations at the cave site. Army dogs have been roped in for rescue operations as well. While the rescue operation is underway, leaders have expressed their grief over the tragedy. Prime Minister Modi spoke with the Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and assured of all possible assistance to the affected. Sahil is reporting from Jammu and Kashmir on this tragedy, even as the health department has cancelled the leave and doctors have been asked to keep the mobile phones on. Let's listen in to his report.
13 people have died in this cloudburst incident that took place at around 5:30 p.m. last evening in Baltal, in fact, Holy Cave area. This triggered flash floods in the area and washed away at least 25 tents and 2 kitchens. Now the injured, in fact, the rescue and relief operation, the rescue operation that was getting hampered due to bad weather conditions has in fact intensified by the NDRF and SDRF. Indian Army is helping, in fact leading from the front, and they are airlifting those injured to and being brought to the Nilgiri helipad. From there, these injured people are being brought to this base hospital in Baltal, Sonmarg. They will be treated here in this hospital. The dead bodies also being removed from the Amarnath cave area. They are being also airlifted and they will be brought to in fact transported to Srinagar for in fact will be handed over to their families accordingly. But the prime focus remains for the administration, and in fact those who are with this relief and rescue operation, importantly for NDRF and SDRF, is to ensure that those injured who need special treatment are brought to this base hospital or to other medical facility in Srinagar. Back to you.
All right, so that's the live report from the Baltal base camp. Remember, the doctors and medical staff leaves have been cancelled by the Health Department of Kashmir. Doctors have been asked to keep their mobile phones on. 10 army teams are engaged in the massive rescue operation that is currently underway. CRPF has also been asked to assist other forces in the rescue operations. The Indian Air Force helicopters are on standby at the moment to assist in rescue operations if required. Hospital staff at Ganderbal have been put on high alert. Besides this, trauma center also created at Ganderbal to cater to injured devotees. The Yatra currently stands suspended after that tragedy. Let's in fact listen in to some of the reactions coming in, including the ITBP, on what is the latest on the rescue operation so far.
Water restricted because what has happened in the mountains that with the speed that the water level rises, in the same speed the water level goes down. So if everything is fine, then within 12 to 14 hours the makeshift arrangements will be made and Yatra will be resumed. There is no issue, but the call has to be taken by the district, the Yatra administration.
We're right now reporting from the access control gate here in Baltal. This is the last motorable point, and beyond this point, the Yatra starts on foot. Yatra has been suspended after yesterday's, cloudburst, which resulted in at least 13 people dying and multiple people missing. Right now, you can see that, CRPF is there. They have been deployed along with Jammu and Kashmir Police. Nobody is being allowed to move beyond this point. because there are rescue operations going on. We have seen multiple sorties being carried out by the Indian Army. Indian Air Force has also been kept on ready mode because several of these people who are injured have to be flown to advanced care hospital. Skims Hospital is a main and act as a main artery of the hospitals in Kashmir Valley. Its helipad has also been kept ready so that people could be evacuated in need of critical medical emergency. And we're also told that several teams of NDRF, SDRF teams have been deployed. Many yatri's who were there described the scenes and said that there was a lot of mud and also stones and rocks which came down and came down on the tents and also langars, free kitchens basically, and that resulted in a lot of damage. We don't know what is the toll of the injured and missing. There are at least 40 injured people, we are told, and 40 people are missing. So this is a big natural disaster which has taken place here in Baltal. Medical teams have been dispatched. Hospitals are being kept in ready mode. And you can see behind me, I'll show you. My camera person will show you. This is the Indian Army's helicopter doing sorties and carrying out a relief and rescue mission, because here it's difficult to carry out rescue in terms of equipments or JCBs being taken. So this is acting as a main piece of equipment to make sure that people who are stranded, stuck and unable to move or are injured are taken out to those places and localities where they could be provided medical aid, which is very crucial. As the time passes, we're seeing the weather has improved, but it's the Himalayan mountain range which can be very unforgiving, and it can become difficult for the rescue teams to carry out those operations high up in the Himalayas.